Hey guys, Turtle here, and my last video cut out on me, and so I had to do it again because my alarm went off at the last second of my video. Like, I was about to say, Turtle out, peace, and before I said that, it drowned me out, and it turned on my alarm, and it canceled it. I was like 10 minutes into the video, so I'm going to catch up on that stuff real fast. This, right here, these are the Skullcandy Skull Crushers. I'm sorry about that. Probably my favorite headphones I've ever owned, other than the Mixmasters. They're probably the best Skullcandy headphones out there just because their sound quality makes these guys sound like crap, these guys sound like crap, and these guys sound like crap. All of them sound like crap. Those headphones are probably amazing. They're so comfy, and they're extremely light. These are, like a little heavier than these guys. Definitely a lot heavier than these guys. This is made of memory foam and a really soft pillow, like the Aviators. It's just as soft as the Aviators, and it's got air in it. If you can see, there's little holes inside. This controls your bass. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that yet, but there's gonna be a red dot, and then when you turn it up, it's gonna come up with these little volume bars. When you get them, it's gonna be off, so you gotta make sure of that. Also, when you take this off, there's this little thing right here. You pushed it down. It's like at the top. And then, voila, you got the battery and your subwoofer. And you can actually see the Sensation 55. And when you turn it on, you can actually see that thing vibrate. And I find that really cool. And when I showed these to my friends, they freaked out and had all those reactions that you would see on the internet. But these things are crazy. They have 10 times at least more bass than the Beats, and people think the Beats have bass. They actually don't, compared to one of the Sennheiser headphones. Bose actually makes one that's better. Monster itself makes one that actually used to be really good, but then people were complaining that it break too much. Like, it was really weird, but Monster, I have to say, they're not very good because just the way they look. I don't see why you would need a design like how they make it, but another thing is they do look a little bit, if you look at the side, they kind of resemble the Skullcandy Skull Crushers. The Skull Crushers. They have that feel to it, but at the top, if you remember, you probably broke yours if you did, at the top where you could snap that and you could fold it in half. That doesn't exist anymore. It actually collapses right here like a normal headphone, unlike the unique way that they did. It also swivels right there. Not that much, only about like 10 degrees each headphone. It's not very flexible. I don't feel like doing that, but I don't really know how well it contorts inside. And I don't care about that. Extends, I like it at like 3 or 4, but it extends pretty far. I don't know if you could see that, but so it does have notches and they're pretty far away. What else is there? It does tell you which is left and right. It does not have a mute button. I thought it would. These, by the way, are filled with air, and they might deflate. I don't know, but they are pretty comfy. If I was a Skullcandy person that was developing these headphones, I would have to go with memory foam. Memory foam, I have to say, would probably be the best at the top, because at the top, everybody, I have to say, watching this video, if you guys had any Skullcandy headphones or Beats or any Bose, they were uncomfortable right here for one reason. It was just too hard. It was dense. So they put this, and it was air. So air can't be dense. So when you put it up against, it'll absorb, and when it moves, it'll stay where it is. And it's just amazing. Like, I don't see how you can compete with this. These are probably the best headphones. Like, they're amazing. It's also made out of a really nice plastic. They do have fingerprints on them. I'm probably going to wash them soon. This is like matte plastic. It says Skullcandy right here. Got the Skullcandy symbol. they collapse pretty easily. Like, at first they didn't, but, like, if you're holding them like this, they're gonna collapse, and it gets a little annoying. I dropped these the other day, just because one kid wanted to see my headphones. He was, like, 6. She was 6. And I have a lot of kids on my street, and she wanted to see these, and she dropped them, and I live on a hill, so they slid, and they dropped from a pretty high height, and all it did was leave a little scratch. That's it. And I was amazed. I turned them back on. They still had as much bass as possible, and it just amazed me. These things are indestructible. When you dropped your subwoofer on your Skull Crushers, it would lower the bass in one ear or something else. I don't know. But these things actually last like a month, the batteries. So when they start to die out, the bass starts to die out. So don't think you're breaking your headphones. These won't break on you, I swear, like physically. But I don't know about audio, like. It's probably not going to happen. But these sound amazing, they look amazing, they're comfortable, and they're pretty light. Again, not as light as the Hesh. Hesh are pretty light. And they're not that simple. When you put them on, it's really comfortable. And I'm just speechless about, I'm just speechless about these. Now I have to show you the wire. So, this is detachable. Oh, by the way, just remembered that right here, it's like a little, what do they call it? Access valve. When this subwoofer is pumping, it's going to pump air, and it's going to push the air out of here, so it's kind of ventilating it. And this also makes it leak a bit. Not that bad, but when you put these on, you'll think they're really loud, and yes, they are loud, but also there's some sound coming out of here, so it's a little leaky. It'll leak around, from 1 to 100, it'll leak around 40. The Hesh, they leak around 90. These guys leak around 30, 40, but they do leak a bit. Are really comfortable, stylish, got air pillows. Again, back to the wire. So, you can actually disconnect this. It's, right here you've got little red. And again, hold on, let me get the wire. Oops. The black part, if you can see this black part, that goes into your phone. And also, since it's upside down, it's supposed to plug into your phone like that. And these just go straight up into your headphone. Again, Skullcandy manufacturing at its greatest. Putting it like that and like that. So, yeah. Skullcandy, typical. But Skullcandy's awesome. I can't judge them. Red goes into the headphones. They do come in black and white. They will come out in better colors soon. Probably even Lurker. If that's like their original color. Hopefully they come out in Rasta. I would really like that. It's got a little plastic tip right here. Another plastic right here. And then it's rubber wire, whatever you want to call that. It does have a mic. It answers calls, pauses, and plays. It does not skip music. It does not do any of that. But it does answer calls and stop it. It is pretty long. Very long indeed. Almost my arm span. So, they're pretty nice. They look good. I bought them in red because black and white are really boring, but the Hesh look really good in white. I have to say that. The next headphones I probably get from Skullcandy, I might feel like saving up for the Mixmasters, or I might just get the Aviators, or see what they come out with next, because these things made their stocks go so high, it's not even funny. But they're crazy, extends pretty far, does get fingerprints on it pretty easily. It does have a setting. Excuse me. Really comfy, sounds really good. Probably the best Skullcandy headphones out there, other than the Mixmasters. I have to say these probably pack the most bass out of any other headphone. And I'm serious with that. And I've never seen a headphone like these. So, I'm speechless right now. When I got these in the mail, I had a heart attack. I couldn't believe this. When I pulled them out, I almost died. These are just beautiful. They look good, they sound good, they feel good, and they feel good. Like, just the bass blows your mind. And they don't fall off as easily. They actually stay to your head, unlike these guys. These guys wobble and fall off. Like, if you're going down the stairs and you're, like, taking big steps or something, these aren't going to, like, drop. They're not going to fall off. If anything, they might just slip a bit, and it might just be adjust. Like, these are probably the most comfortable headphones out there on Skullcandy.com. I liked the feeling of how these were square, like the Skull Crushers and the, what are they called, the Agents. The Agents were pretty damn comfortable. I liked them. They were a little harder than these guys, but they were pretty comfortable. I liked them. But that's really all I have for you today. Skull Crushers, now, Skullcandy Crushers. They do take fingerprints. Skullcandy, Skullcandy, Skullcandy. Does have the little symbol in there. And remember when you actually had to take that subwoofer and that really big thing that you had on your wire? No more of that. Just take that off, push it down. There you go. You're ready to go. It does tell you which is left and right. I think I went over that. I think I'm done, really. These are amazing headphones, bass control. I'm speechless. These are probably the best headphones out there that you can probably get for $100. I'm just saying, if you're thinking about the Aviators, I was thinking about the Aviators before these. They don't really pack that much bass, and I found that out in Washington, D.C. when I was with my dad. They don't really pack that much bass, but they sound amazing, and they're pretty damn loud, and they're just really comfy, and they're really light. That's all I have to say. Turtle out. Peace. Oh, sorry.